Oh, hello, Spirit House here. Um, I just got out of my spiritual bath, and I'm getting insane downloads, okay, lately. But I just wanted to share before I forgot um, that you know just because okay, I should have written it down right away because now it's like trying to. But you know, we're all given free will, right? And like I just said in my recent community post, all desire. There is no desire or um, passion or love that does not come from Christ. Like, right? So this is what I believe anyway. If you don't believe, you can click off. It's fine. I don't really honestly want anybody in my soul tribe except for people who are genuine and honest. So if you don't agree, instead of leaving a comment, go ahead and click off and just leave forever, please. But anyway, to those who know, they know. But, but yeah, you'll be at different periods, in your journey where, you know, it seems like everything's going wrong. You're making all the wrong choices, this, that, and you feel guilty for things you've done. But just know, I want to tell people that are stuck in the past or stuck in grief, guilt, regret, just anywhere in the past, because that's of Satan in all his forms. That doesn't come. That's not natural to our nature. Fear isn't. Neither is anxiety. You know, um, things like that. That we didn't see a problem with up until more recently in our culture and our civilization. But chronic diseases as well. And there's many things, and I don't want to get into that at this point because I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a master herbalist and a nutritionist, but I am not a medical doctor. So just as a legal, non-disclosure right there, or not non-disclosure, but you know, whatever liability for liability reasons. I don't want to go into that. But I know this from experience and from a physical and spiritual perspective. Everything I speak on, I don't speak on anything that hasn't been given to me directly from God, any knowledge, inner knowing, and I'm one that I know the truth when I see it. I mean, immediately. So it's not, and if you want to, like I said, believe me or not, it doesn't matter. The ones who stay can relate because they've been there or they're on that journey. But what I'm saying is, if you're at a point where you've made some bad decisions, and sometimes, I mean, it can really. I made the worst decision of my life was staying in a marriage that I knew wasn't healthy. I didn't know what narcissism was at the time or the definition of it, but I knew that he became really cold, pompous, and I mean, I was with him for 12 years, so I know about narcissistic abuse. And I got to a really dark point before I awakened, but it was all part of the divine plan. So everyone has to go through certain things to learn certain lessons when you're a chosen star seed indigo, or anybody who is a child of God who feels that they have a purpose. And if you feel that you do, in your divine right, then you do. You create your reality. Everyone has that potential through your actions and deeds throughout lifetimes or in one lifetime. It's up to God. But it's like, don't feel bad or put yourself down because everyone has to do that in order to grow. There's no one that's ever reached success that hasn't gone through a really bad business decision, a bad life decision that cost them heavily, but there was an important lesson. So if you can look at the lesson and realize that it turns you into a boss later, and that's what the life lessons do. If you can look at them and learn from them, and be able to step outside yourself and look back at them from a different perspective and see, oh, thank God, really, because what if today I would be dead, or this or that? And you could always look back on something and find the gem in it, no matter how horrible it was or what you went through. There's something that is a valuable blessing of a life lesson that you can learn from that. And so don't ever put yourself down, because no soul is the same age and at the same point of you know, becoming ancient or becoming you know, reaching your full potential, or your highest potential that you can in this human experience. And that's we're all at different stages. So how can you compare one person to another? How can you compare one person's talents to another? How can you prepare or compare that someone's anointed and you're not, and you're going to hate on them and try to kill them, or someone has some man that you want when really God is the high. That's the only person you should look to for validation or any kind of approval is God, because man or woman will always, people, not so much animals or plants, but people are so, there's a lot that are corrupt nowadays. We need to really check ourselves, and try to find the lessons and things and not blame everybody else or make up lies and slander and defame someone, and then try to Photoshop videos together that are thrown out and try to file a legal case that is complete BS that was thrown out, and really destroying someone's character, trying to block all avenues of income, steal their businesses, steal their intellectual property, spiritually attack them, and attack their kids, their children, and give everyone seizures. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, there's a better way to go than that. And the only way to go, you know, and, as long as you eventually, in the end of this chapter of your life, if you can walk away before just destroying yourself or becoming completely soulless because you're not fulfilled in any way, you're not enriched in any way, you're not uplifted around the people that you're with, you are not connected to divine source creator, then I pray for you that you know, that you come out of whatever horrible period or dark period you're in, or media, if you're in between, real even, it's all going to, come to a great end if you just stick with it. And it takes a lot of patience, a lot of self-discipline, persistence, determination, just being actually a little bit stubborn in your pursuit of what you really know you want after you've researched it, not just on hearsay. Okay? Don't pursue your life path based on someone's hate and hearsay. Okay? Use your own brain. Do your own research. Figure out what the spoon-fed mind control media says, and the movies and everything that I see. I've never watched TV or movies much, so I mean, I'm weird like that. A lot of people think it's weird. I'm thankful for it now. But anyway, yeah, just be mindful of what you let in, and what you exude and project onto the world, because that's what you're manifesting at all times. And if we just think, if we thought goodwill and prayers and love towards one another, and the earth and everything that we're blessed with on every day that we take for granted, then think of how the whole human race would be uplifted, and the earth itself, so because it's a living organism, it has a consciousness. So anyway, I love you all. That's my thought of the day. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.